Hello, this is Jen Grice from jengrice.com. I'm a divorce and empowerment coach for women who are learning to survive and thrive after abuse, adultery, and divorce. You can find out more about me and this ministry at jengrice.com. So today I'm talking about no contact during and after divorce with a narcissist. A narcissist is a master manipulator and will try to manipulate you and others to get their way, to get their needs met. So that's just what they do. So expect it to happen. And especially if you're going no contact, expect it to get worse before it gets better. And because it's such hard work to go no contact, mentally prepare yourself to not break no contact. Because as people who've been through it, it's like starting all over again when you do break no contact. And this obviously is especially if you have no children. If you do have children, you can go no contact or limited contact, and we'll talk about that as well. So first of all, the important thing about no contact is to not engage in dialogue that is meant to drag you back in. You know, if you've been confrontational with the narcissist and you have recently found your voice and felt that you can speak up to the narcissist, going no contact means that you stop all communication. No text messages, no social media messaging, you delete them and block them and that sort of thing. And it's not about being rude, it's about asserting your boundaries and standing up and saying that you won't be participating anymore. It's about not being sucked back into the toxic relationship or the toxic codependency or the other dysfunctions that have happened in the relationship. So like I said, if you have no kids, then state once that you only talk through lawyers if you're going through divorce. And after, unless you have a real valid reason to talk to them, you shouldn't be talking to them anymore after divorce. But anything divorce related can be handled through mediators, lawyers, and that sort of thing, so that you can stop talking to him directly. If you have children with the narcissist, then say it once that all communication should be sent to your email address and say, I won't be responding to text, and then stick to that. Don't allow him to push you back into. So when he texts you, you just don't respond. When he calls, you don't answer the phone, unless it's an emergency having to do with your kids, obviously. If the narcissist tries to push past boundaries that you have set in place, then you might have to move the boundaries up or reiterate that these are the boundaries and be assertive and stick to them. And of course, while you're saying this, make sure you're sticking to a very businesslike and monotone way of talking to him. Don't allow him to upset you or make you enraged or bother you in any way, because he's feeding off of that. That's his supply. He enjoys that. So don't give him what he enjoys. Don't be bothered and just keep going back to no contact. Also, know your rights and your power. So where do you find that? It's in the court order or the parenting plan. Having that order in writing as specific as possible is going to help you stick to it. And that's the point, to always, always stick to it. If you deviate, they'll expect it more, and they realize that they're manipulating you. For me, the only time that I allow a switch, which is very rare, like once a year or less, is if there's a good reason why. Like my son's getting older, he has a job, and his work means that sometimes he's not available to go on visitation. And so when my ex asks for a change, I may say yes once, just so that my son can work and still see his dad. Block all social media. And I said this, but I'll say it again because it's so important. I hear this from my clients, and I get emails from readers, the same kind of question. They often say, well, I saw, my ex post something on his social media about his girlfriend. I saw the girlfriend posting stuff on her social media. And my first Not judgment, but my first thought is, why are you looking? Why? Because if you think about it, it's only hurting you to look. The people that come and tell me this, they are hurting because they saw it. Seriously, 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 go to your profile, unfriend them if they are your friends, and then you block them. Block your soon-to-be ex or ex-husband, block any and all of his girlfriends, his family if you need to. The reason why you block all of them is that if they become flying monkeys looking for him sometimes, so it's important to block the girlfriends. The family, you might have to block your own children, because if they are easily manipulated, they could be flying monkeys for him as well. Spies, or whatever you want to call them. And even if his family is saying, well, we just want to see the children, they could be using that as manipulation. I tell my clients to think about it this way. If these people were manipulating or easily manipulated while you're married, they'll do it after divorce as well. So keep that in mind when you are deleting and blocking people. Anybody who could be used by your ex to gather information, they deserve to be blocked. So why is this so important to go no contact, especially after divorce? It allows you time to heal. It separates you from the person that hurt you. Because if you've been going through it, you know that each time you see them or talk to them, it just hurts you even more. So going no contact or limited contact, obviously if you have kids, allows you time to heal those wounds away from the person that hurt you. It also allows you to get your head out of the abuse fog. If you've been manipulated by him and his family for a long time, then it can be easy to miss manipulation that still goes on after divorce. So going no contact allows you to clear all that out and see the abuse for what it is. See the manipulation. Also, it allows you to learn how to be emotionally healthy. If you were emotionally healthy before the marriage, then you can get yourself back to that point again. It also allows you to learn how to be a strong woman who no longer allows herself to be manipulated by someone else. You can create a healthy home for yourself and your future. And you could also learn to be yourself, to be the person that you're designed to be everything that you're supposed to be. Whether you're emotional or you talk a lot like I do, or any of those things that make you you, going no contact allows you to find out who you really are and who you're meant to be without somebody telling you that the way you are is wrong, incorrect, or stupid. So if you have any questions about no contact, please leave them in the comments below, and sign up for my newsletter at jengrice.com/sign up. Until next time, God bless.